right, class. As you know, we did our survey ahead of time, so I wanted to know what were our three things that we talked about during our survey. Yes, Jayana.
The y-axis, the x-axis, and the title.
Okay, what would you say? How did we collect our data? What did we use to collect our data from the class? It was 3 data points that we surveyed the class on, and it was about something dealing with eating. Yes.
Dinner.
Okay, dinner was one. Lunch was the second one.
Breakfast.
Breakfast, good job. Okay, so we talked about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we did a survey of the class on how many people preferred breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, and I also want to ask you guys how many different parts is in a bar graph? How many would you say? You put up 3, meaning the 3 main points. So what would you say are the 3?
Y-axis, x-axis.
Wait. I'm sorry. The Y.
And the x.
Thank you. And the X.
And the title.
And the title. Okay. So what we're going to do is take the information that we've collected, and we're going to work together on filling out a bar graph. There are 2 other parts. Can anyone take a guess on what they might be? Yes.
The thing that you're talking about all the way at the bottom of the bar graph.
Good job. So, what would you name the one which one is the y-axis?
The horizontal.
You sure?
The vertical.
So the vertical one is the Kimani. The vertical one is, what's the vertical one, Jayon?
The x-axis. The y-axis.
Y-axis, meaning what? Which way will it go? Thank you. And which way will the x-axis go? Good job. So we're going to come up with one. We're going to put one together. And I want you guys to work on one as well. We're going to do it together. We're going to do this first one together. So here's the model. I need for you to label which one is the x-axis and which one is the y-axis.
How do you spell axis?
Axis. I do apologize. It's A-X-I-S.
I remember the I-S.
So you have the
X.
The y-axis and the x-axis. So you need the label on your graph which one is which.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good job. You remember you said the y-axis goes
up and down.
Yes. So I need for you to put it on your chart as well. You can use, you two are working together, so you can use, see, you will put your, what will go here?
Y-axis.
Good job. Axis.
We put the
So,
main title there too?
well, we have the title, which is, what is the title?
The thing that you were talking about, like, what is your favorite food meal?
What is your favorite meal? And at the bottom, you listed what for the favorite
The
meal
meal.
categories?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Good job. And that's on which axis?
The x-axis.
Good job. So what will be on the y-axis?
The numbers.
Yes. The numbers. Thank you. So, what are some behaviors that are norms? What would be our classroom norms when you're working together as a team? How would you treat the other person? Yes.
Nicely.
Nicely. So we're going to write that down because we want to make sure that we cover that. You would treat them nicely. What else? Should you scream out or should you do something different?
Do something different.
Yes.
Keep your voice at a level 1 or a level 2.
Okay. Voice control. Level 1. And how are we going to answer our questions? Yes.
When you raise your hand.
Very good. Raising our hands. And what are we going to do if someone decides to not be so nice? Yes.
Tell the teacher.
And what else could you do to handle it? Yes, Jayana?
Or ask them, please stop.
Yes, you ask them to please stop. Okay, very good. So, we're going to treat them nicely. Voice control of a level 1, no more than a 2. We're going to raise our hand to ask questions. And if someone is not being nice, we're going to say, would you please stop? Okay? All right. So we're going to go with the tally. We did the tally marks because we counted up in the classroom how many. We did our survey around, and we asked how many people like
Breakfast.
lunch and dinner. So I'm going to, how would you count? How are the numbers of students labeled? How are they labeled on your chart?
By 2s.
By 2s. So the ones without a label, what number do you think that those will be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so we're going to actually put the 1 so you would know where everything goes. We'll put the ones that doesn't have a number by them. Those are called what kind of numbers? Start with a P and end with E. Yes?
Pronoun.
No. It's 5 letters. It rhymes with some rhyme. So it's 5 letters. P, R.
Plural.
No, what alphabet makes R?
R.
R. Yes, and then we have a vowel and it ends with M-E.
Me.
Me is M-E, but what word is that? Yeah, but it's P-R. It has a vowel in the middle and then it ends with M-E.
So you gotta see which vowel is it. It's gotta be A-E-I-O-U.
You just said it.
U.
Nope.
A. E.
No.
Y.
Those are called what kind of numbers?
Prime.
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 So we're going to put them in here. We're going to label. You need to be labeling your number of students scale and put in the missing numbers.
Done.
Okay, those will be your prime numbers because prime numbers are the ones that are multiplied by themselves. So for breakfast, we had how many? Yes. How many is that?
7.
7. So how would we put 7 on? How would we show that we had 7 that like breakfast most?
Shade
How
it
about
up to 7.
Yes. Good job.
Thank you. So you gotta make sure that all the bars are the same size, the same length.
Yes. So we're gonna shade it up to 7. You could just color it kind of fast. We're gonna do some more. Good job. So how many people like, what's the next one?
Lunch.
Lunch. How many people like lunch?
3.
3. So we're going to shade that one up to what number?
3.
3.
Oh no.
And the next one is what?
Dinner.
Dinner.
Which only one person voted for.
How many people like, raise your hand, how many people like dinner? Yes, Kimani?
1.
1.
Come on, you shaded it past 1. It's 2. You went it up to the 2 line. This
So
is-
what will be a way that you can make sure you don't go past your mark? How can you avoid going past your mark? What can you do at your line?
You color slower.
You can color slower, and what else can you do?
Put a line there. So
You can
go
put
over it.
a stopping point. That would be your stopping point if you put a line there. Good answer, Jayana. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. You can erase it. Good job.
What's going on? I just noticed that these look like steps.
Yeah, they do look like steps. So let's see. What did we get? Let's see yours. Hold it up, please. Good job. Good job. You guys did an awesome job working together as a team. And you're following the classroom norms. So I will put this one up so we can have an example.
What's going on? Can I go put this pencil right in the garbage?
Yeah. You could put it right there. We'll get it in a moment. Okay, now class, we're gonna actually, you two are gonna make a bar graph together.
It's fine.
Right here, so you can see it. So I'm gonna give you some paper. And I wanna see, oh, excuse me.
Can we use the markers for this one?
Yes, you may use the markers for this
Oh,
one.
purple.
Okay, would you please hand the markers?
Thanks, Kimani.
Now this time, you're going to use the information that you also previously collected, which was the favorite place to go. So how would you make your bar graph? I need for Jayana to make the bar graph, please.
Excuse me, Kimani.
So which one is, you got to label your y-axis and your x-axis. And what will be your title?
What is your favorite book
For this one we're doing, what is your favorite place
to go?
to go? Yes.
High school title again?
Right here.
Idol.
So you'll write your question. What is your favorite place to go? Where's your favorite place to go? So, Kim, you need to let her know, please. You need to let her know how many marks, how to number the paper. How should you number your graph? So you did your tally marks. How many tally marks? What's the highest amount of tally marks that you have?
10.
Count them up again. In each category. You got to put, what else you need to put for your bar graph?
The numbers. And the places.
You can use yours as an example if you would like. But how else would you do your bar graph?
Count by ones.
Yes, you can count by ones.
So start from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Okay, and then what would you put for the x-axis? And what did you ask? So how would you, what wording would you put at the bottom? Very good. So the question is, where is your favorite place to go? So how many would you tell her that you have for each category? You have to work together. Have a seat, please. So what would you say to your partner? How would you
Dales
have?
have 6.
Okay, so the Dales have 6. Thank you. Okay, good. Give her the next one.
Park has 4. School have 2. You gotta look my last name.
Very good observation. So what do you think you're missing from your bar graph? How would your other scholars know where to put what does the numbers mean and what does the x-axis mean? What do you think is missing? Look at yours.
Oh, remember, here's the thing.
Okay, good job.